guys, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Today I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about me. It's just kind of like a get to know me type of video. I hosted a Q&A on my Instagram and you guys gave me some really good feedback. So today I'm going to be answering your guys' questions, so if you guys want to learn a little bit more about me, then go ahead and keep on watching. So if you guys are seeing me look down, I'm looking at my phone. I'm just going to be answering some of your guys' questions that you did on Instagram. So the first question, are you still doing freelance makeup? Asking because what's in my kit was the first video I saw, and I'm not even going to lie to you, I'm not surprised that's the first video you saw, because that video has blown up. I don't know what it is, I don't know what caused it to, but that video, you guys, has like 100 and something thousand views, or like 200 something thousand views. I can't even remember, but it blew up and I gained so many subscribers from that video. So welcome to my channel. Thanks for sticking around since you have seen that video, because that was a long time ago. But to answer your question, I feel like I still do freelance makeup for people that I know, or some people that reach out to me and they're like, hey, I would love for you to do me and my friend's makeup for my wedding, or whatever the case may be. But I really don't like promote myself or like tell people that I'm doing it. Some people just remember that I've done it and just ask me. I still have my freelance kit, but I feel like with just being a nursing student and working so much and worrying about everything else, to be really doing makeup, I think the biggest problem that I had was keeping up with the makeup that I had in stock in my makeup kit. So this would be keeping foundations on hand, because you have to have a variety and a diverse color selection when you're doing freelance makeup. So you can't just use the foundation that you have for yourself. You have to have, you know, all the different colors for all your clients, and not only foundations, but you have to have concealers, you have to, you know, have all this stuff. And I feel like it was just expiring and going old too fast because I wasn't using it enough. So I mean, I will maybe have someone say, let's say a group of people want their makeup done, or someone or individual wanted their makeup done, and I just asked them to bring their foundation, since they already have a color match for them that they like. It's for their skin type, so let's say they're oily or matte or whatever, they already know what foundation works for them. So I usually just have them bring a little bit of their own foundation and I will do the rest. I think the major thing that people really look out for is having someone do their eye makeup, because they struggle with eye makeup the most. So if anything, I would honestly just charge just to do their eye makeup, and I may even charge them to do like their actual face. I mean, I might use some powders or highlighters or whatever, but the main focus is people's eyebrows, eyelashes, their eye makeup. So I mean, I still will definitely do that, and I just have people bring their foundation or concealer. So next question is your school going to be online for the fall or face-to-face? Girl, I pray to God that it is face-to-face. Your girl does not want to do nursing school online. I just would never have signed up for that if that's what I would have known to be coming. Like, oh gosh, you guys, I do way better face-to-face. I like to ask questions. I like to be the teacher's pet, you know, sit at the front, ask questions, and just be able to, like, if I don't understand something, I want them to be there to be able to help me, instead of like through online, because I feel like it's just going to be a struggle if it's online. But I mean, it depends on what course it is. My first classes are Intro to Health Concepts and Pharmacology. So I feel like pharmacology wouldn't be too terrible online, because I'm sure it's all a lot of memorization anyway, so it's not something like I would have to have someone there helping me with. If I don't get something, I just have to reread it or study it, or, you know, word it out and pronounce it to myself, or like write it on a whiteboard over and over. Like, pharmacology is something I will have to learn by myself. Like, someone can't hold my hand through that process. So I'm hoping that for the classes that I would prefer to be face-to-face are gonna be face-to-face. So next question is my favorite healthy quick snack. It's gotta be fruit. I love me some grapes or strawberries, bananas. So like just anything that's really quick and easy that I can like throw in a baggie, or just take a banana with me. If it's not that, I would have to say some type of protein shake. One place I've been really liking, it's called A Nutritional You, and they have so many different flavors of shakes. And Taylor, if you're watching this, I thank you, because she introduced me to this place and it's seriously so, so good. They have so many different flavors. It's like, you know, white chocolate Snickers, white chocolate Reese's, there's peanut butter and jelly, which is really good. Don't judge it, okay, but it's so good. One of my favorites currently is the salted nut roll, and then instead of peanuts we add peanut butter, and that's really, really, really good. Guys, best place ever for a quick on the go like protein shake for lunch or a snack or whatever it may be. Is so, so good. So next question, my goals for fitness. Honestly, my overall goal is to be under 200 pounds. I started at 260 and I'm currently 230-ish, and I'm just in this huge like plateau position. I don't even know what to say about it, because I've tried so hard with eating, and then, you know, family things happen and treats happen, and, you know, it just, I'm human, so I crave foods, and I mean, I eat majority of the time healthy. I think I'm like at least 80% eating my meals healthy. I'm meal prepping, I'm taking snacks with me to work. My biggest issue is that I get really hungry at night when I get off of work. I'm second shift, so I don't get off work until 11, 12 o'clock, and then I'm starving, and then I end up eating something bad. So my overall goal is to lose at least 30 more pounds so I can be in the 200 rank or even under 200. My goal is just really just to lose belly fat and to tone up a lot. I feel like I'm still very plump and fluffy, so I just want to definitely lose fat and tone up a little bit more. What type of nurse do you want to be? Well, honestly, I don't know yet, because I haven't actually gone through the whole nursing program. I've only done my nursing prerequisites. I feel like I haven't learned about everything that's out there. Nursing schools, basically, to do your clinicals and do your rotations, they're going to show you the different types of nursing. You might fall in love with something during nursing school. So I really don't know yet, but I have a feeling that I would either A, branch out and to do something with health and nutrition. I love learning about how foods can help your body. You know, food is power. That's what I stand for on my channel. How I've cleared my skin a lot on my eczema. And I would love to be something more like holistic approach through nursing. Otherwise, I'd probably go the opposite route, and I would probably do something along the lines of like pediatric nurse. I don't know if I want to be like in the NICU or if I want to be like labor and delivery or whatever the case may be, but I absolutely love babies. They're seriously my favorite thing. They're so cute, and I just feel like I'd rather deal with babies than adults. Just hands down, I don't want to be with adults. So something along the lines of peds, definitely something I'd be interested in, but you know, that could change. Along the lines of children, how many children do you want to have, and how many years apart do you want them? I want at least 2. I feel like anything more than 2, I would be like, eh. So anything more than 2, I really don't know. I mean, if I honestly had a set of twins, I'd be like, all right, tie me up, I'm done. But I at least want my first child when I'm out of school, and then I would probably wait for my next child at least like a year or 2 apart. I don't want it to be months apart. I need time to heal and get back to normal. So like definitely a couple years apart. But yeah, at least 2 children. So, and what is your ideal dream vacation? I don't know. Honestly, I've already had a really fantastic vacation. I went to Mexico and that was just absolutely beautiful. I would have to say something very, very, very tropical. Maybe like Hawaii. Oh, Bora Bora. That place is so beautiful, and I've seen so many YouTubers travel out to that for events and stuff, and it's just like, it looks like a dream vacation. And I was like, man, I would love to go there sometime. So that's probably where. When you were in high school, did you ever think you'll be doing YouTube now and nursing? Well, in high school, I didn't know anything about YouTube. I think it was more when I graduated high school, I fell in love with YouTube. I remember being in cosmetology school and just watching a crap ton of YouTube videos. I actually made my first YouTube video through my iPad that we got through cosmetology school. And I remember sitting there trying to edit my video in the laundry room when we were folding the cosmetology like hair towels and stuff. So No, my mind was not for YouTube, and it wasn't for nursing either, because I was in cosmetology. I thought I was going to be doing hair for a living and nails and makeup and all that stuff. So no, I really didn't think anything about the two, but I don't regret it at all. Cosmetology is definitely a staple of mine, and it really helps having a side hustle, or like a hobby on the side. For career, I'll have my nursing, and then YouTube is my long-term goal of being able to work from home for full-time. And then I would like to be part-time in healthcare, so I would probably forever do those two. What is your biggest dream that you want to accomplish? Being a full-time YouTuber. God, please. That's all I want in life. I just want to be able to work from home, create my own schedule. I want to be around my children more often when I do have kids. I want to just be that mom that's always around, meal prepping and making them little healthy snacks and taking them on vacations, and just like, I want to be freaking super mom, okay? And I feel like YouTube is definitely going to allow me to do that, because I'm going to be around a lot more working from home, from my laptop, from my phone. So yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit this like button. Oh gosh, how the spider got into your mouth. I was getting ready for bed, and I was taking my supplements like I normally do, and I had poured myself a glass of water, and I got a straw, and it's not one of those see-through straws. It's kind of like one of those metal, eco-friendly, like there's like this rainbow monochrome type of straw, and I was taking a drink of water, and I was like, what is that? What is on my tongue? And I thought it was a piece of hair, I swear. I was like, how did hair get in there? And I pulled it off my tongue, and I looked at my finger, and I was like, oh my god. And I freaked out because it's not hair, and I knew it wasn't hair because the sucker started moving, okay? And I was like, oh my god, it's a spider! And I like freaked out. I threw my cup at my sink, and I like seriously screamed bloody murder, and I just like, you should have seen the freaking look on my dog's face. I think he thought I was dying. He looked at me and he was just like, are you okay? Like, oh my god, it was so funny. And yeah, that was probably my worst nightmare, probably the worst day of my life. I sat on the couch for a few minutes, and I was in shock. I didn't know what to think. I wanted to throw my whole tongue away. How did you manage prerequisites? Any beginner or student nurse to follow? I don't get the second half of your question, but how did I manage my prerequisites? Honestly, my prerequisites for school really wasn't that bad. I feel like it was just more time consuming. It obviously took up a lot of my time. I had a lot of studying to do for tests and quizzes and everything like that. But I had a set schedule for school, and I feel like when you have a set schedule, when you know where you're supposed to be, you know what you're supposed to be doing, you work your life around that. And I always, plan stuff around my schedule, my school days. If I had a test coming up, obviously like, I wouldn't go out and do things. I feel like it was just not a big deal, I guess, in a way. It's just like high school, but you're having a lot more homework and stuff. So managing it was just fine. I feel like I just had to be really organized. I learned that the hard way. I wasn't very organized, and I wasn't very responsible. So I learned that the hard way, and I definitely had to learn how to be more organized, and I did just fine. So that leads to my next question. Best way to stay organized in nursing school, some study tips. I'm not in the actual nursing program, so like I've said, I've done my nursing prerequisites, but my tips for being organized is just find what works for you. So a lot of people will download apps on their phone, little calendars, they'll use their notes on their phone. I honestly do best with pen and paper. I feel like when I write it down, I'm going to remember it more. I'm going to have just the penmanship with a paper, like old school. I love writing stuff down, like a to-do list. I love, color coding things with highlighters and color pencils. My biggest tip is to have a planner. I don't know what I would do without a planner. I would definitely highlight my test days and days I wanted to study. Write down the days that I work, the days I might want to get something done. I would have where planners have the actual month laid out, and then it has weekly spots where they're bigger and you can write stuff. I would go through those spots and I would just literally write a bunch of stuff for that day that I wanted to get done. phone calls I need to make and all that stuff. So definitely a planner and just writing stuff down, making to-do list, making sure that you guys have like colored pencils or highlighters or anything that's going to help keep you kind of organized and motivated to do things. Honestly, my biggest tip for being organized though is just to prepare for school or anything the night before. So my biggest problem was that I woke up late and then I was frantic, like I had to grab this and do this, and oh my gosh, I was supposed to go get gas or whatever. Like, I feel like if you guys lay out your clothes ahead of time, finish your homework ahead of time, just like lay things out and be prepared before you even go to bed, the next day is going to be a freaking breeze. And I feel like that's what helped me a lot to be organized during school, is just to make sure before I go to bed to have an ease at mind, just like making sure that everything was done. Because if I just went to bed and then I woke up, I'd be like, oh my god, I had like 10,000 things to do and now I can't do them, and then like you're just freaking out and then you miss a homework assignment or whatever. So like before you go to bed, make a to-do list, get stuff done, lay out your clothes, get your backpack ready, whatever the case needs to be. Study tips, honestly, I'm not the one to give you tips for studying, because I feel like I was a horrible studier. I would just like read word for word. I would just read information that was unnecessary. I would overstudy, and yeah, things are gonna have to change when I actually go into the nursing program, because I felt like I totally overstudied and I just need to narrow things down and be able to look at the material and figure out what's going to be the most important. Highlight things that the professor or your instructor points out or really heavily talks about a subject. You guys are really going to want to pay attention during class and just highlight the things that they're really specific about. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to be like, what exactly do I need to study for this test? I don't want to overstudy. Is there some way you can like pinpoint a subject or just an area of what I'll need to look at the most, or whatever that may be? What is the hardest and most rewarding moment you had during school or nursing school? Well, not nursing school, it's just my prerequisites, but my hardest moments honestly were my tests, because I'm a horrible test taker and I just feel like I get overwhelmed and get really bad anxiety, and it just doesn't go out for my favor. So I would study the night before and last minute, and I feel like it would just drain me, and it would just be like the hardest time, because I would just be so drained and overfilled with information and try to be last minute, and it just was not a good time. But I would have to say the most rewarding is when I have finished my last class and I was like, you know what, you got this, you've only got a couple weeks left, and you have to imagine you're halfway done. Like, to realize that I've came that far and to be like, you're halfway there already, like, don't give up, you're almost done. That was the most rewarding feeling, because I mean, for my age, I'm only 23 and I've already graduated cosmetology school. To be halfway done from another career already, it was mind-blowing. I was so proud of myself, and it was just really rewarding to feel that, to know that I'm almost done. So last question is, any tips to succeed first semester of nursing school? This goes back to being organized. I feel like I would have been a lot more successful if I would have learned to be a lot more organized and prioritize your time, because I felt like between school and YouTube videos and, life, it would not be prioritized. I would need to study for a test, and I would be like filming or editing instead, because I didn't want to do it. So I feel like if you really truly want to be successful, prioritize your homework and your tests, and like just make sure you're putting school first, because there's a few times that I did not put school first and it's just not what I wanted to do. I was already honest on here and just stated that my long-term goal is to be a YouTuber. Like, that is my dream in life. I want to be able to work from home by filming YouTube videos, and I felt like I was pushing away my dream because I was trying to finish school and do things for school. And nursing is not a dream for me. It's just a career in a way. Don't take that wrong. Please don't take that the wrong way, because nursing is a great career. Don't get me wrong, but it's not what I want to do forever in my life, or a lot of my life. I would only want to be healthcare part-time, and I want to do YouTube full-time, and I felt like I was just pushing away my dream, and I didn't feel comfortable, it didn't feel right. But now that I look back at it, I wish I would have spent more time and did better in school, because I could have been an honor student. I was like this close, this close. Alright you guys, so that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. Thank you guys so much for answering all of my questions and asking me this Q&A questions on my Instagram. It really helped out, and I hope you guys enjoyed my answers and just got to know me a little bit more, and I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my future videos. Bye!